Welcome back, everyone. All set here. This is a different sort of video today. I don't have anything to show you yet. So let me just get into it because I'm getting ready for work. By now, everyone knows that JoAnn's is closing. Ironically enough, I've run into a few people who were not aware of this news. But apparently, it's big. It's the conversation of lately. Even Jimmy Kimmel, I heard, mentioned it. Anyway, um, what I wanted to say is I don't work for JoAnn's, but I work within JoAnn's. So I am there with them 5 or 6 days out of the week. I work within a store within a store. I work with an organization that is also part of JoAnn's, but I'm not a JoAnn's employee. So this closing, it greatly affects me as well. Um, but the one thing I wanted to say, one thing that at the end of the day, I'm just asking everyone to be kind. Be kind to the JoAnn's employees that are there right now. They're going through a lot. We all are. I'm going to be one of the first casualties. In about 2 weeks, I will no longer have a job. Um, no, no one has a closing date for JoAnn's. They're going to be open and doing the best they can until they're no longer there. Um, so yes, when you come in, you will be experiencing long lines, um, some empty shelves. Now, just because other stores have closed down, even within my area, does not mean that they have automatically gained a full staff. One or two additional people might have been brought in, and everyone is working pretty much their entire shift, getting merchandise on the floor, uh, picking up merchandise that people have thrown on the floor, things that have been misplaced, all of that. And I do have the pleasure, and I'm being sarcastic, as I walk around, hearing how many people are quite disparaging, not just to JoAnn's, but also the employees of JoAnn's. And again, I'm going to ask you to be kind. Um, this is quite impactful, not just on us as consumers, but those of us who are actually working there. And it can be disheartening to hear my fellow customers being rude and obnoxious and inconsiderate. I'm asking you to be kind. I'm not re-recording this. You guys know that I have issues with setting. Anyway, how many times do I have to say it? Be kind. Uh, a lot of people who have worked with JoAnn's for a number of years, unfortunately, they have aged out of the work field. Many of them are working at JoAnn's to supplement their Social Security. I was speaking to someone who is an employee, and they are greatly concerned about how they're going to be able to afford medication and other things without this income, and they believe themselves to be too old to find another job. And yes, so they are dealing with a lot of challenges. And again, I'm just asking you to be kind. You can find materials, fabric, things elsewhere. Sure, it's going to take some research. Sure, many of us have enjoyed the convenience of JoAnn's in spite of our complaints about, boxes piled sky high and all of that. Um, But now it's become a reality that we have to find other resources. And believe me, they are a plethora of resources. I live in Maryland. I live in a small town. And I just did a Google search for fabric stores near me. And I came up with 52 listings. Now, granted, all 52 are not, well, some are in Virginia, some are in Maryland, but they're all close by, so to speak. And if I wanted to take a day trip with a girlfriend of mine, then we can make a day trip and go and visit. There's so many other places that you could take advantage of: yard sales, estate sales, swaps. There's one coming up in Baltimore next week, as a matter of fact. And I have, oh my gosh, give me a second. Oh my gosh. This is a shopping bag full of patterns that I will be donating. And I've got 4 of these to donate, 4 of these to swap. So, is it 4? Yeah, I have 4 bags this size filled with patterns. So, we can all come together as a sewing community and work this out. We can progress. But it is, as I said, very disheartening to hear how my fellow customers, buyers, purchasers, consumers are behaving. Again, as I said, yes, the lines will be long. The cutting table has been incredible. You have 60, 70 people waiting to check out, and we're not talking about a few bolts of fabric they're cutting. I've seen several customers have 3 carts full of fabric. So, we have to take all of this into consideration. I've been there when we're finished with the at closing, and everything that's been pulled out from that day has to be put back. That's a lot of work. And so, again, I'm just asking you to be kind. And I don't know why I'm struggling with saying that, because that shouldn't be something that should be reiterated. We're all going to be going through a lot of challenges over the next few months, several months. We don't know, again, as I said, when the end date is going to be. But there are also online resources, and I know people like to touch their fabrics and do all of that. But sometimes you have to make do with where you are. I have 2 Etsy resources that I like personally, that I would vouch for personally. Let's see. Fabric Tiffany, that's on Etsy, and Super Textiles, they're on Etsy, and they do like a lot of remnants, but I'm not talking quarter yard remnants. I'm talking full yardage. Let's see. I'm going to put you on pause and then pull what I had gotten from both of these stores. Okay, I'm back. So, let me see. The fabric store, what did I say? Super Textiles. I had gotten this. Let's see. Focus. There we go. It's a wonderful challis. It was reasonably priced. Shipping was fast. And I had gotten this. Look at that. Stunning, right? Another challis. And then from the other one by Tiffany, Fabric Tiffany, I had gotten, look at that. It's pleather. I plan on making, a raincoat. And then I have gotten this one, another piece. Again, shipping is quick. Oh, and then this one, the metallic. So you do have to do a bit of research. You do want to be mindful, especially if you're shopping on Etsy fabric. Um, when you see the price, check that price matches the yardage that you're looking for. A lot of times you'll see a price of, oh, I don't know, $6.95, but it's only a quarter of a yard. So what will happen is you will go in and choose three, thinking you're purchasing 3 yards at $6.95, and then when you get it, because I've heard the complaints about, oh my goodness, they shorted me fabric, but they have it set up that it's a purchase of a quarter of a yard or a half a yard or whatever that is. So just check that, right? And again, as I said, check your local area. And again, for the gazillionth, trizillionth, billionth time, please try to be kind. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are going to be unemployed. This is just from this one company. Maybe by the end of summer, maybe by the end of the year. I don't know. Me, I'm going to be unemployed within 2 weeks. It took me 8 months to find that position because I had originally lost my job in October 2023, and then it took me 8 months to find the position. And I had to start all over again. And I'm at a certain point in my life where I should be close to retirement, but I can't retire just yet because, financially, it's just not viable. So when you come in, I try to be conscientious of your fellow human being. I did have someone tell me that they were devastated to hear that JoAnn's was closing. And I told her, not as devastated as I am to be losing my job. So I know that this is going to impact a lot of people, but the sewing community, we've been resourceful, and we can be and we should be a bit more resourceful going forward. We can do better. Just remember, we're doing the best we can to take care of you and fulfill your needs and fulfill your orders. So yes, if you order online, things are going to be canceled. Yes, coupons may or may not be accepted. Yes, you're not going to find what you're looking for. It's yes, maybe the discounts aren't that great. All of that. But at the end of the day, it really is just fabric, and we'll figure it out. So that's all I had to say. I know, has nothing to do with sewing, and yet it has everything to do with creating. And our creativity, that spark, isn't just the fabric that we work with. I got to do something with that fabric right there. Segue and pull out my animal prints right there. Yes, that. Anyway, it also has to do with the connections that we make. So I am truly saddened to see the end of an era. But this also gives an opportunity to our small mom and pop stores, possibly an opportunity to thrive. And, maybe they'll be able to have access to some of the fabrics that JoAnn's used to carry to supply your needs. Go into your small stores and see. Where I live, one of my favorite small stores, and I'm going to pay a visit, is Three Little Birds in Hyattsville. And then you can go next door to Busboys and Poets, get some lunch, and go back to Three Little Birds, go shopping. One of my other fabric stores that I love to go to is, there's So Creative Lounge. They moved from is it District Heights? Mount Rainier to Lanham. So that's close, right? And they offer sewing classes and fabric bundles and all of that. There is Sarah Fabrics in Tacoma Park. There is, of course, G Street. Everyone is familiar with that. Venus Fabrics and Bridal, if you're looking for special occasion fabric. That's also in Adelphi and Fort Washington. Let's see. Of course, African Eleganza Fashions, Beltsville. If you live in this area, that building used to be the Ritz Camera Development Building. Well, Miss Winnie took over that entire building. It's filled from floor to ceiling with all kinds of fabric from the continent of Africa. What are you looking for? She has it, or she can get it. I'm just saying, okay? So there are resources. Let's see. Fabric Place Basement, that's in Alexandria. Miss Donna of Donna's Things, she loves Fabric Hut that you can go to. That's in Virginia. A Fabric Place is located in Baltimore. Let's see. We have Quadrille if you are looking for beautiful interior fabrics in Washington, D.C. Let's see. Mill-End Shops in Rockville and Annapolis. Doors of Africa. Also, if you're looking for African fabric, cotton fabric, that's in Laurel. Patches Quilting and Sewing in Mount Airy. Oh my goodness, Sharik Fashions in Gaithersburg. These are places that I have gone to. And again, as I said, swaps, estate sales, garage sales, church sales. Come on. There's so many other communities that you can get your fabric from. And of course, a couple of my own favorite online stores, House of Mami Wata, Oak Fabrics in Chicago. I'm not going to name the big ones because you all know those big ones, okay? I'm naming some of those that you don't hear too much about, right? So we can spread out what we have, spread out our own resources to help some of these other stores and venues and up-and-coming resources thrive, okay? Again, as I said, try to be kind. I'd like you to be kind, but if you can't be, then try. I mean, as Yoda says, there is no try, do or do not. Be kind. Okay? And with that, have a great day.